Hello friends from the internet. I just wanted to share my opinion on the new movie on Netflix, To the Bone, with you. So, To the Bone. What are my thoughts on To the Bone? So if you don't know, To the Bone is a Netflix movie about a girl who suffers from anorexia and who comes into a treatment center, home living group, and it's about a part of her journey. I didn't like that people are complaining all the time, yeah, it's so triggering for people with eating disorders and it's gonna glamorize them or anything, but the filmmaker herself, she said that she doesn't want to glamorize eating disorders in any kind of way, and she just wants to represent them as accurately as she can, and I totally agree with that, because I think To the Bone is a really good and accurate representation of eating disorders, because you can tell that it was made by people who suffered from eating disorders themselves. It's just so, I guess, cliche to say, but most people don't understand eating disorders who haven't had them themselves, because it's kind of hard to understand why someone would starve themselves or make themselves throw up. But just to put it in a short way, because I'm so interested in psychology, let me just explain you that for a second. Don't get me wrong, eating disorders are illnesses, they are sicknesses, they are mental illnesses. And it's like a disorder, as the name says, and it's a disorder where an individual's problems manifest themselves through issues with eating, self-worth, body image, and self-perception. The individual loses control of normal eating habits, which affects physical and psychological health drastically. But I really liked it, because it was such an accurate representation of eating disorders. They say so many important things, at the beginning the therapist says, let me quote her. She says something really smart that, in my opinion, anyone should know. It's not about thin enough. There is no thin enough. What you crave is the numbing of the thing you don't want to feel. And that's just that's what eating disorders are. That's what they are about. Not in every case and but eating disorders have different for everyone. It's kind of different, but also it's very similar. They're very similar to each other and can be very competitive and very, very dangerous, and they can basically destroy your health and your life and take over everything. So yeah, I have to go now. I'm gonna talk about it later, because I think it was such a good movie. I just didn't like the end, because I was how does it go on? I want to see more. But I think it was really well made. Really, really good job.